Good evening, Cryptid fans. How's everybody doing tonight? Don't worry, I'm all funned out already. We've been having fun backstage. But anyway, chat's active. Thank everybody for being in there. Like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up for us. Make this channel grow, baby. And we've got the world famous author and Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project leader, creator, Mary Fabian. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Oh, good. Doing good. Don't mind me. I'm something goofy in my coffee. But anyway, of course, we have we got Mr. David Blaylock, or Brother Blaylock, as I like to call him, Brother something or another, live from the West Coast. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you.
Awesome.
How are you?
Just another Monday on a Tuesday. Leave it at that. But and then we have the wild, wonderful Cracker Tea, the slighted bunyip, the little drip, whatever you want to call him. I don't, just. How you, Jeffrey?
Well, I got coffee, so I'm good.
Here. So, anyway, we somebody was scheduled to be here tonight, was not able to happen, and I had mentioned a week or so back that I wanted to get Mary on because they've been having a lot of outings up in the Pennsylvania state of Pennsylvania with the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, and tonight is that night. To her surprise, last minute, Mary is here to tell us all about it. She's put some videos out. The one that's struck me most is the fingerprint video, and that was some pretty good information on how to lift fingerprints from glass, et cetera, from your vehicle. And I'm sure she's going to get into all that, and we're just going to open the floor for her and just let her have at it. So yours, Mary.
Hi. Hey, everyone.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No, this was, you guys hollered at me early there this afternoon, and thank God I was free to get on here. But yeah, we've had some things going on. We have an investigation research area up in the Allegheny National Forest in northern Pennsylvania that we've been researching since 2018. It's a very active area, private property. And we have a specific team that we kind of most of us got together early on, and there's a gentleman from locally around the research area in the Allegheny National Forest area, then a researcher from Ontario, Canada, JP from Seeking Ontario's Seeking Ontario's Bigfoot, SOB. And he did that on purpose.
Be nice, Jeff.
Canadians have a weird sense of humor, but
that they do.
They do.
Yeah.
But I want to say real quick, the area she's referring to, if you've not been in the northwestern, north central mountains of Pennsylvania, wow. I'm telling you, that is some of the wooliest land, beautiful mountain scenery, and no doubt in my mind, activity you're ever going to find in the United States is right there in the state of Pennsylvania. No doubt.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a crazy active area. The Allegheny National Forest, it's known for all kinds of different activities, not just Bigfoot, but different cryptids, as well as a lot of ghosts and UFO sightings and portals and all kinds of just plain weird things going on. And this specific property that we've been researching for a few years now, it has just about all of that and more going on, just as in the few acres that it's on. But I forgot to mention one other team member. He's very important. His name is Todd. He's from New York State. He he really doesn't have an organization, but he does have a YouTube channel, which I really highly advise everyone subscribing to and checking out. He approaches everything from a scientific aspect, and his channel name is Bigfoot New York, just the letters NY Todd. It's a weird name, but Bigfoot NY Todd. But look it up. He's been having some fascinating activity, research, and he's the one who he's been going after the handprints and pulling the the DNA from the handprints that we've been finding.
Oh,
This is the private property that we are investigating. It's there's a house with an elderly couple on it, and they have a travel trailer. And it seems like anytime one of us, a lot of times our team will meet up together, and some of us will stay in the house, and some of us will stay in the travel trailer. Well, the one Bigfoot, he's a 8 foot tall, 8.5 foot tall black Bigfoot. He's very mischievous, very ornery. He really does nothing to harm anyone, but he's always hanging around doing things. You're looking in the windows and
I was just about to say, looking in the windows.
Yeah. But lately, for the past 6 months or so, the homeowners have been finding handprints along with a nose print right in between, on their windows, even on the patio door window. And when was it? A few weeks ago, they found, whenever we were up, there were handprints and a nose print on the travel trailer while the guys were sleeping inside. And then we got up in the morning, and there were handprints and nose print on my bedroom window. Luckily, that night I did not stay in that bedroom. I had decided to sleep out in the living room. I fell asleep on the recliner, but no, he was busy looking in that window in that room that I was supposed to have been in.
did you guys measure the length of the handprint?
Pardon me?
Did you measure the length of the handprint?
Yes. That was, and this is information I really should have written down.
Just swing it.
We understand.
But I know that we took a series of photos, and I think across from across this way, oh God, the fingers are awful long, very, very long. It's a very long handprint, probably around 10 inches long. And
That's a big print.
crazy. Yeah.
That's a big print.
Yeah. And apparently there's I don't know if you could call it sweat or oil. It's more like an oily substance that whenever they leave their handprints on, you can extract that oil. Yes, Elaine, I see the comments. There was an oily sheen to the handprint. And Todd was able to, he learned how to extract that oily substance, and he's been sending it down to the University of North Carolina, who is a Darby Orcutt. I think he's in charge of that DNA process there. And they've been doing a DNA study on different cryptids. And luckily enough, it's free. because whenever you send in DNA samples to labs, it's at the very least $3,500.
Wow.
I mean, really, I'm on Social Security. I don't have that.
No.
Phew,
Wow.
that's
But
Yeah, it's not cheap.
yeah, Todd has done a series of different videos on his channel where he outlines extracting, going over and extracting that, what it's called is sebum, that oily substance. And he scrapes it up with a razor blade and puts it onto a Q-tip, and it's all sterile. Everything is sterile, and he places it into a bag and seals the bag, marks the bag with the the day, date, location, and everything, and sends it off. But we've been able to get so many different samples from this location. It's just crazy. That entire location, the Bigfoot there, like I said, there's that black one, the big black one, and then recently the owners have been seeing a red one with red hair. Now it's a smaller one, and they think it's a female. And then there's a large gray one also that's starting to hang around. But what they'll do is, there's the homeowners have a hunting stand back in the woods, and there's a trail going back to it that they've plowed out. And what the Bigfoot have been doing is they'll take the saplings on either side of the path, and they'll pull the saplings over, and they'll intertwine and braid the tips of the saplings together, so they're blocking the path. And they've been doing that along the path as well as at the hunting stand also. They'll pull the saplings down and they'll braid the tips through the railing going up the steps to the hunting stand.
Oh.
They're
There ain't no deer doing that.
there's something else there.
Yeah.
How long have they been having activity at that place?
Let me think. They moved in. Let me see. They contacted me in 2018. I had a conference up there in the Allegheny National Forest that same year at Cook Forest, and she contacted the lady. She contacted me at the conference, showed me a bunch of photos, and JP from Canada, he was there also. So the two of us went up and we're checking things out, found a lot of sign. But apparently it had been going on at least 4 years previously.
Wow.
Okay. Victoria. Yeah, they braid them together like that in North Carolina also. Yeah. I've heard that from other people, how they'll braid the tree tips together. It's crazy.
So I have a question, Mary. This is just your personal opinion. So like the red one, you said you thought a younger one, the older one was like a gray one.
Yeah.
Maybe their hair changes over time, or do you think it's like a different bloodline?
I think that, it's genetics for one thing. They're all as individual as we are. As for the red one, there have been many sightings over the years of a big male red one in that area for about 20 miles around that area. And, that's been going on for many years. And apparently this small red one might be a descendant or a child or grandchild of his. Whereas the gray one, and other people have observed them going gray. And the one that I have around here that I've seen where I live, whenever I first saw him, he was a mixture of gray and brown. But year before last, whenever I saw him 2 more times, he was more and more gray. So apparently it's age.
Wow.
With real quick, with the ones that are around your place versus those up there, it's comparable in size. I don't know if you've seen them up there. I mean, activity kind of the same.
Yeah.
Sounds the same.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because what I experienced over at my other house with them, looking in the windows and beating on the walls of the house and just being generally ornery and what I guess you could call it mischievous, but more ornery than anything. But the black one up there, he gets he likes to have fun too. He was we were sitting around the fire pit one afternoon, and we saw movement back in the woods. So JP, he jumped up, ran back in the woods after it. And we could see this black shadow running across the path in the opposite direction. So we hollered at JP, "Hey, it's going that way." So here comes JP going across. Then we see the black thing going our opposite direction, and they're just going. We're telling them, that way, that way. They're going back and forth, back and forth. It was crazy. It was funny. Just playing tag.
Like Scooby Doo, right?
Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
I just not jumping here real quick. I see Vicky drove by this area, Jeff. She says.
Yeah, she texted me the other day, and she's like, "What's up with these Maryland drivers?"
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't want to know. It's crazy. They are nuts.
I hope that she can make it up here sometime to one
She
of
said
our.
she'd come through there, actually.
Yeah, she was up in New York. She's back home now, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. She drove through my area. Oh. Oh well. Yeah, we're.
She's not far from here because she went up through Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a couple hours. Yeah, 2 hours, hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm about 30 miles north of Pittsburgh. Is where I live.
Yeah, I'm ready to go up to Gettysburg.
The Gettysburg and Michaud State Forest is very close to one another, extremely close. Michaud is active, to say the least.
Jerry, what's the name of the forest?
Michaud.
Michaud.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michaud.
That's one area you guys have to plan something for Michaud.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you know,
Get on that, Jeff.
yes, get on.
Get on it, Jeffrey.
Really want to get in there because I hear so much. There's a lot of activity in there.
Now, have you guys ever done an outing in Michaud?
No, I've not been in there yet.
There's campgrounds there, so it's
Yeah.
How far is it? How far is it from Gettysburg? It's not far.
No. What? Maybe an hour or so? Is
at
what
the
it
most.
on the
Just
map.
jump on Route 30 and come east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's again another area. When you get there, you'll say, "Yep."
Well, then you've got
It's another guy that I know. Another guy that I know.
right there too.
Yes, that's from leading up to. Another guy that I know, friends with him on Facebook. I haven't seen any of his posts for a while. I guess he's still around.
Hey, Greg.
But he had a lot of photographs of altered tree activity and stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. Big stuff. Big.
Oh,
I mean, you could not just something. I know you can blame the weather for a lot of stuff, but this was pretty cool stuff. I have to check in see if he's still around. So, but yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, the our research area. It's the homeowner was able to record some vocals when was it? I think a week ago or so. And she sent that to me. That's my dog behind me trying to push me off my chair.
Mine are like passed out. I don't know. I'm surprised they're not bothering me. I've been running them pretty hard today.
Should we let him back in?
Yeah, let me see if I can play this for you guys. And
Okay, sure. Yeah.
all right, hold on. Let me make sure my volume's all the way up.
Yep, everybody.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to rewind that. It is so hard to hear. All right. Okay, that was it right there.
You could hear it.
Oh, I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
that.
Barely.
yeah.
But I've got two separate audio specialists working on it. There were two separate people that were recommended, and I figured, okay, I'll do a double blind and see what each one comes up with. Because I'll do that usually with any hair samples that I get also. I'll send them to two separate labs whenever I know it's from the same individual. But as of yet, I've yet to receive any results. I guess the labs take their time. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's nice to have more than one opinion too
It really
on
is.
that stuff.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yes, yep, absolutely, good idea.
Oh,
And the cost, you can't beat the price, right?
absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't. You know, because there's the one in North Carolina, University of North Carolina, and then there's a private lab that volunteered to do some work for me. So hopefully,
I'm sorry, I was waving to my wife. Go ahead.
oh, okay, yeah. No, I see a few people in there. Hey, Phyllis.
I can't see chat. So to everybody, hi and love y'all. I can't see chat. I tried, and that's why I disappeared for a minute, and I had to come right back. So Mary, when you was doing audio, did you use Audacity?
I have used Audacity. I am not a very technical person. I'm not a geek. If something has more than 3 buttons on it, I'm lost.
Same.
So, but I have used it. I fiddled with it. I can make out a few things whenever I work with it, but that's about it. I'm not an audio specialist. Okay. Cedar Creek. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Audacity is hard. It's hard to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a program that I was working with whenever I had a Chromebook that I worked with on the Chromebook. I was able to figure it out a little bit easier, but it did not give as well or as detailed results as Audacity.
Wendell was actually asking Mary, those are the same as okay. I thought it was a question. I see what he's saying.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Yeah, Audacity. I have the Audacity thing there, and
Yeah.
I haven't took the time to figure it out yet, but I'm sure when I get a good audio of something, which I have some to go through yet from.
Yeah. The good thing
years
is,
ago.
like people that are hearing this, is that it's a free download, so you can
Yes.
download it on your
Yes.
computer if you can figure it out. Which I had Shelley Reed help me with it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
I'll figure it out one of these days.
Yeah, if I didn't have help, I would not know what I was doing.
I would like to be able to differentiate, I guess, the the known areas like of
The
canine and stuff versus what could be
Right.
known as Bigfoot. I can't figure that part of it out yet.
Oh.
See
Yeah.
the range. The range.
The
Yes.
range, the gigahertz range. You would
Or
have
Yeah.
hertz, yeah.
basically for that.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how that works yet, but I'll figure it.
Yeah, no, I'll just send it over to other people who know what they're doing.
There's this little fellow in Virginia that turned me on to that audacity stuff. I mean, Spencer. So,
Oh.
Virginia Ninja.
Virginia Ninja.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few people on YouTube. They work with through the Bigfoot. I think they primarily work with the BFRO, but I've spoken with them both a few times. The one has a YouTube channel. His channel is Lord Cryptid, and I highly recommend getting onto his channel. It's fascinating just listening to all the different vocals that he's collected over the years.
more
That's-
stuff to watch. Yay!
Jerry looks like Wolfman.
He does.
I do.
He's all. He's all.
Hey, everybody! Mark Green's in the house. Everybody say hi to Mark Green.
Green, brother Green.
Brother
Hi.
Green.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you did.
Even the
it,
dog said hi.
Yeah.
Mary. Even the dog.
That means Mary Sasquatch is outside.
Might be. Might have to take the.
Have you ever had
the
something
webcam, turn
happen
it.
while you're on the air at the house?
Other than deer walking by the window, no. No. But whenever we were building the house, I found footprints around the foundation. Pretty good trackway too, that I was able to find. It was just a couple of small ones, some juveniles, and then the one gray one who I've seen across the road from where I live. But I don't know. The other morning, I was sitting out on my front porch, and I could hear a bunch of tree limbs breaking and cracking.
Wow.
And I thought, well, gee, so I got out my phone and started recording. And I didn't see anything, couldn't make out anything. Whatever it was, pretty much stayed back in the trees. So I have no idea if it was a giant squirrel or a very tall deer or
A giant squirrel.
yeah,
Or a very tall deer.
yeah, or whatever it was.
Like how she worded that.
I do too.
Giant
That was
squirrel,
awesome.
very
One of
tall
those
deer.
Pennsylvania black bears.
Well, that's true. That could have been also. They've been seen in the area.
Oh yeah.
You guys probably get some pretty good sized bears up there. If they're around.
Yeah, I think there was one around 1,000 pounds that was killed a few years ago, but he
It
was,
was big.
I think, in central Pennsylvania.
I think it was 900 and something. It was big.
That's ridiculous huge.
That's
Yeah.
a big bear.
It's a big
Yeah.
boy.
That's
Yeah.
like
Big bear.
grizzly DNA in it.
And you've killed what? How big was the one you shot, David? It was.
It was like over 6, closer to 7
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
And I've got one that was pushing 4.
Yeah.
That was a main bear, though.
And I'll tell you right now, a 100-pounder will take you out.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
A
sure.
100-pounder will take you out.
Yeah.
I've strapped with them little ones up close and personal. Those things.
No thanks.
Nope. They're all teeth and claws.
Yeah.
You guys ever have run-ins with them when you're doing the outings, or is it usually?
No, I've seen them while we were, out investigating and so on, but nothing real close. They pretty much stayed away from us.
They normally will if you don't surprise them.
Okay, David, how
I know
many
he can say it.
I see.
bears did you unalive this trip?
I didn't kill any, but I haven't killed any bears for like a whole year. But I will. I'm sorry to all you. Sorry, Mom. Jerry's mom.
Harvest.
Comes to killing that, you got to watch my wife.
Harvest.
Not my mother.
Harvest.
Nice.
But anyway.
I keep forgetting that. We got to be politically correct.
That's right.
Yeah, Leanne
Oh,
is asking, do you eat the bears?
Oh,
Me?
yeah.
Is she asking me?
Personally, yeah.
I do.
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? You know, it's you only kill what you can eat.
If you do them right, they're amazing.
Yes. Yes, they
Yep.
are.
So I grew up and everybody was like, here, try this bear. Here, try this bear. And every time it was like, I can't do it. Finally, I was like, okay, we can kill bear. We can kill all the bears here we want. I mean, it's, within law and stuff like that. We can kill a bear anytime during the fall. And I was like, if we're going to kill a bear, I'm going to do it. I'm going to skin it, gut it, put it, in a freezer or cooler right away. And I'm going to try it. And if I can't eat it, then I'm not going to kill anymore. And I ate it, and it was, man, I'm telling you, it was amazing. I believe it's all in how you handle them, even more than a deer or an elk. So, and there's no shortage of them here, just so everybody knows. It's not like you're killing,
Right.
killing the last extinct black bear in Oregon.
Yeah.
Right. So you have an outing coming up here very soon.
Yeah, mid-September, September 19th through the 22nd. We're having a camp out for the group. Whoever wants to come, they're welcome to come. And that's up in the Allegheny National Forest.
There you go, Cracker.
When is that one?
September 19th through the 22nd.
We're probably going to be chopping corn.
Yeah. Well, for more information, just get on the group, Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project. It's on Facebook, and all the information is on there.
Nice.
But it's in the area where we were at last year, and there was quite a bit of activity there. There was one Bigfoot who was not happy with us because a few members of the team had gone down into his area and I guess stirred him up some. So he decided to come back later in the evening.
He was a little unhappy, was he?
Pardon me?
He was unhappy, was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, we could see movements, right inside the tree line. So he was over there watching us. And the one guy, he jumped up and took off after it, chased him down over the hill. Well, I told, whenever he came back, at around the fire pit, I told him, well, you're asking for it tonight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he got hit with.
I'll bring some.
Yeah, he got hit with infrasound pretty bad. He was sick to his stomach for 4 days. Yeah, it really wiped him out.
Wow.
Okay, River. Yeah, I do. I know Yowie Dan. Dan's a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dan's a good friend.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Dan.
talked to Dan the other night. He was wearing one of your shirts.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've yet to go over to Australia. It was I was supposed to go there in 2020 for a conference, and of course in 2020 something else happened, so that kind of went by the wayside.
Yeah.
And because I told Dan, I said, I really want to go to the Blue Mountains. That's my bucket list. Yeah, I want to go to the Blue Mountains, and that's where Dan researches at. So yeah, he said, yeah, he would take me, but maybe one of these days.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a nice guy, and I believe
world
he's had some
straightens up.
huge experiences
Yeah, yeah, he has.
for sure.
Cool deal.
Some point we're gonna have to get River over here.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
both of them. Yeah, come on over.
turn
Yep.
America upside down.
It's gonna be Coming to America, Australia edition.
Yeah,
Well, it's their winter now.
Yep.
Yeah, that is so confusing.
Yeah,
just opposite of us. That's all.
yeah,
Love you, River.
I tell you, River, that curtain in River's man cave, he'd like tape it down or something. There is something back
I
there.
knew that was coming.
After the thing.
Yep.
He's got a spirit behind him all the time.
Oh wow.
He's got something over there.
He does.
Yeah.
A lot of us have seen some weird stuff when we're on.
Yeah.
talking to him.
So on these outings, where have you had this? Obviously, the one with the fingerprints and stuff. Have you had the most activity, most vocalizations, or where do you anticipate the busiest spot? Of course, that's kind of hard to depict, but I figure with your experience in the area over the years.
Yeah. Well, me personally, the most activity that we ever had was a trip that we took to Oklahoma in 2018, and that was whenever I saw the Bigfoot running across the parking lot at the casino, and
That's
so
one of my favorite stories. Was the
Yeah.
parking lot Bigfoot.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that one was pretty crazy, but yeah, there was so much going on that entire week. There were 14 of us all together in our group, and almost everyone had at least one sighting during that week.
Well, your sister could have had two if she'd been paying attention.
Yes,
Yeah. Right.
exactly. Yep, if she would have been paying attention, but she's learned. She's learned since then, not to spend so much time on her phone.
Yep.
How many more do you have coming up this year?
Well, let's see. There's the camping trip in September, and there's I want to get back up to our research area probably in another week or so. I would love to get up there, and I really, like I said before, get on to planning something for Misho, because I really want to get in there, and I'd like to get in there this year.
You better
But
get on it, Jeff.
so get on it, Jeff. I don't know how well you know the area. I know that there's some pretty good, what do they call it, the dispersed areas,
Yeah.
dispersed camping areas.
Yeah, there's a couple campgrounds.
Fairly large.
Yeah.
They're only like $10 a night.
Yeah, I've.
Yeah, it'll be great.
It's been a
until
couple
our
of years
crazy-
since I've been through there. But
Our crazy bunch rolls in there. So
Yeah, there's
don't-
certain areas of Pennsylvania that I still haven't seen yet. I haven't hit up. They're on my bucket list. There's so much to see here in the state. And I've been north, south, east, west from one corner to the totally opposite corner in one day.
wow, that's a big drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I had two conferences that I had to go to, and the one was up in the Poconos,
Mhm.
and then the other one was all the way down in the opposite corner in Fayette County. So it was a heck of a long
We're
drive.
doing some traveling there.
Yeah.
But,
So, for my mind, Mary, because I don't know Pennsylvania at all. So,
Yeah.
like from one corner across to the other corner, what are we talking? Like hundreds of miles, or?
yeah, this was diagonal, from the upper corner to the bottom, far left.
Northeast to southwest. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And but yeah, to go from straight across the state from where I live, it would take about 6 hours if I just went straight across like the Philly. But to go like where I was up in the Poconos down to Fayette County, that was a good at least 7 hours. I really can't remember how long it took, but it was an exhausting drive.
I drove, let's just say from Delta, Pennsylvania here, Cracker, up to Meadville.
Okay, yeah. That's just a little bit north of me.
That was a hike.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hours. I don't remember. It's been a while. I mean, you're almost to Lake Erie there when you get
Yeah.
to Meadville. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that was quite a ride. That was 6 hours, probably six and a half hours.
Okay. Yeah, that's maybe an hour north of me.
Yeah. But you understand, Delta is hour plus from west of Philly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes from us.
Delta, yeah. It's just I can all but see it from here.
Yeah,
There's
Phyllis.
some Bigfoot living in town there, Jerry.
There's a lot of things living in that town.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that. No, but there's BFRO reports. I got it. Matter of fact, I'll bring it up here.
Nice.
And I'm sure I'll be bringing it up to Miss V whenever I get the chance to call her and set something up. Let me dig it up here. Yeah, 1973 to 1976 era. In that time frame, and Delta on the Mason-Dixon line at Muddy Creek. Jeff, if you're on Route 74, you cross in 165, you cross into Pennsylvania, it becomes 74. And go past the fairgrounds and start down the steep hill. Down at the bottom used to be a railroad track down in there that actually crossed 74. I remember having to slow down and cross that years and years ago.
That's still a wild area, too.
There it is. There was a couple of reports back up in that hollow through there. And that's definitely BFRO reports, yeah.
There's still not a lot of houses right there either.
No, still not today. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's a vet. Used to be a vet place there. I don't know if it's still there or not. Well, like a boarding place, not really a vet place.
Yeah.
There was reports of a 4-foot gate, which we now learn is really nothing for one of them, but 7 foot tall during deer season, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, also around the Peach Bottom plant over here, the atomic power plant, or nuclear power plant, which is in the other direction from here, not far at all. The back roads, you get there pretty quick.
Well, what we were
15
talking
minutes,
about
10 minutes.
before
Exactly on the river. Yeah.
Right on the other side of the river is where I got that report the other day.
Yep.
Of hearing stuff down in there.
It's creepy crap here. But I'll tell you, here's a question, Mary. The general populace up there, just in all your different areas that you go to.
Yeah.
The average Joe, if you were to bring up the subject, what kind of feedback do you get from that? Are they believers? Are they non-believers?
On the most part, I get surprise. As a matter of fact, just today, my husband and I, we were out getting some corn from one of the farm stands, and we've got the magnets for my organization on the side of the truck. And a guy came over and he was talking to me, about Bigfoot, and he wanted more information. He said he was just curious. He had never experienced anything, but he was curious. And that's what I run into on the most part. I'll run into, the few skeptics, hardcore skeptics every now and
Sure.
then. And, hey, I'm not out to convince anyone. It's not my job. It's not what I'm about. I just don't care if you believe or not.
Right.
All I can
Right.
do is just share what I've experienced. And, hey, if whenever they have their own experience, then they'll believe, if
Absolutely.
they don't have a heart attack and fall over dead. But
Yeah. Yeah. Mark Green. I'm sure in around the general area of Gettysburg Battlefield. Yes. I think Michaud, or however you like to pronounce it, State
Yeah.
Forest is not far at all from there.
yeah,
And I know there's activity. I don't know personally because I'm not a researcher, but what I have seen from people that I kind of fairly well trust, yeah, I would say there's plenty of
yeah,
activity. Any kind of paranormal stuff you want from Gettysburg gets there. My
it is.
wife and her niece spent a weekend there for her niece's birthday, I think it was. And of course, they did all the haunted tours and all this other stuff. They actually went out to the battlefield and had stuff happen. So it's a
Yeah.
creepy spot.
It-
Wonderful place to visit if I know you're into the battlefield stuff.
There's
It's
a lot of
Yeah.
ghost reports from there, and
yes.
Oh yeah.
there's there are some Bigfoot reports from, as a matter of fact, from Round Top area also.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a high point in that area. Yeah.
Yes.
Rocky
Yeah.
outcrops and stuff. Yes, that's a good spot for them.
I got one of the best firsthand ghost stories ever from Gettysburg. Oh, Jerry knows
Mhm.
which one I'm talking
Mhm.
about.
Yeah. I've heard a couple of really good ones. And it's
Let's just say, Mary,
pretty
that
creepy.
cavalry officers from the southern they liked Ford excursions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of Ford excursions apparently,
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Very cool.
and he got to give one a ride back to the farm.
Oh, no thanks.
Wow.
I remember that exact story
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah,
Amazingly. Some will think
that
it's creepy, but it's like how in the world does
yeah.
something like that happen? Hey,
Yeah. No, whenever it comes to ghosts, I've experienced ghosts.
I
Uh,
have to.
I used to live in a old farmhouse that it was haunted. I've been there, done that. I'm not into the ghosts. I
not too
truly,
much. No.
I
Come
used,
on,
I
David.
saw our old owner out in the yard on the security camera.
yeah. Yeah, I used to watch those, ghost hunter TV shows.
Mhm.
And until one day I was watching a marathon and I started hearing some creepy things in the other room that never happened before. And my dog started growling. And I thought, okay, just click, shut that stuff off. I never turned it back on again. I did not want to draw anything into
Yeah,
my.
lines right. Nope.
Well,
With you,
back
Mary.
in that
Ah,
wonderful back in that wonderful 2020 year, that was a hot spot for my wife and I. We would go like almost every weekend. We would ride out there, right around the battlefield. A lot of places were closed, obviously, but there
Yeah.
was one restaurant we always enjoyed eating at there, and we'd always go there and eat. And we'd go and ride. Just we never had experienced anything, but actually, she had a program on her phone. It actually picks up like I hope she's still on here, can tell me what it is, but it would give you the stick figure if you point your phone somewhere, and if there was something there, it would
Oh,
bring up
Wow.
this. I can't think of the name of the
okay.
app, but she tried that and she was actually picking stuff up, whether it's true or not or whatever. But yeah, I had to hang around too long. Moved on.
good for you, Jared. Good for you, man.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of creepy, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael, there's I'm reading the comments on the side, and Michael X, he's commenting about Stan Gordon and Kecksburg. Yes,
Yeah.
Stan is very, very knowledgeable. I know Stan. I've for quite a long time. I've known Stan, and there's regarding Kecksburg. There's another researcher who has. He's excellent, Fred Saluga. If you get a chance to listen to him, he has a different perspective on Kecksburg. Now, for Jerry, Jeff, and David, Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, it's known for a supposed UFO that crashed. Okay.
Yep.
And this was back in, let me think, back in the early 60s, I think. Maybe Michael can correct me. I'm not sure.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yes, you.
But
I want to say real quick, not to interrupt you. I actually drove through there a few times, and
Did
that
you?
was like kind of between here and Greensburg, Pennsylvania. You used to go to Westmoreland Fair with
Yeah.
a tractor pull there, and all that. I never really knew much about it back then.
Right.
But man, I wish now. I wish
Yeah.
I would have, because
Yeah.
all those times you drive through that area, and it's woolly. Oh my goodness, I love that area up through there. It's
It's
just
a great area.
Didn't he hit like a water tower or like a windmill or something?
You know, I'm not much
I
of
don't
a
remember.
follower from down, from that area. I don't follow the UFO reports very much. I know a little bit about it just from listening to both Fred and Stan talking about it. Fred Saluga, I think his perspective is that it may be a satellite that crashed. Whereas Stan Gordon goes by that it was a UFO. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, thank you, Michael. It was in 65. Okay.
That was 2 years before me, so
Yeah, I was 10 years old then.
Just a baby. You're not supposed to say that, Harry.
just a baby.
You're still a baby.
Yes.
But I've seen several shows about the Kecksburg deal. Both names you mentioned, I definitely, especially Stan. Stan has done a lot of stuff, a lot of
Yes.
research stuff.
He absolutely has. Very knowledgeable.
Still making shows from time to time. I think it was on Small Town Monsters here not too long ago.
I was on
Some
Small
other
Town Monsters
Yes.
on the yeah, they did a series on the Chestnut Ridge, and
Another hot area.
it very, very active for both, really everything, for
Yes.
ghosts, UFOs, and Bigfoot, and people tying everything together. But I've had a few experiences on the Chestnut Ridge, so they interviewed me, and so I'm on that series.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, check them out. Check them out.
yes,
That's a
Stan
good show. It's a very good
It
show.
is. Yep.
They do an excellent job. I know that they have a new one coming out on Land Between the Lakes, if it isn't out already. And I don't know what it's called. It may just be Beast of Land Between the Lakes. I'm not sure. But
Alex, yeah.
uh,
Is that the one you're talking about?
Seth from Small Town Monsters.
Yeah, Alex. What's his name?
Alex Petikoff.
There you go.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, the LBO. I got to check that place out one of these years.
You really have to. Both you and Jeff. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, it was amazing, Jerry. I'm telling you.
I'd have to put Jeff on a leash.
Yeah.
I don't think I can keep him still much.
Greg's still trying to talk me into wearing the peanut butter underwear. I have.
Yes. And run, boys.
What are you talking? Oh, yeah, you're gonna. Okay.
I just want to shout out to Michael X. That's my East Coast brother. Just so you know.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Where's Michael X live? Is he in what? Is he in?
Who?
Is
Michael.
Michael X
Michael
in
X.
North Carolina? Where is he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's up around. He's. I thought he was here in the east. Well, that is in the east, but up here.
He
Okay,
calls West Coast
He's
brother,
from up here.
East Coast brother. I have no idea, literally. But
let us know, Michael.
yeah, Michael.
He told me once before, but I can't remember all these.
Well,
people.
he was wasn't he talking with John Lamb last week here, so I can't remember. North Alabama.
Oh, North Alabama.
He's
Okay.
another one of them Bama boys. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of Alabama.
I know. I have so many friends there, and I still have to get down there. I really do. Yeah, man. But let me think. I keep reading along the comments and
Yeah.
trying to keep up.
But the amount of stories and stuff, I know some people around the Chestnut Ridge area.
Yeah.
And I brought it up to a couple of them. They just give you the, what are you talking about?
Oh.
They've been there their whole lives, heard
Yeah.
nothing. I was
Yeah.
like, you haven't heard anything about that popular of an area,
Yep.
but the kind of crap that's went on there over the years, nope. You must be living in a hole somewhere under a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's all I'm
must be.
saying.
If you haven't heard of that place.
But I've also talked to people who you would think, not particularly from that area, just around, especially in the stuff I do.
I have-
Surprisingly, they are, yeah, no doubt. It surprised me.
Okay. Yeah. Who is Prospecting USA?
Wendell.
That's Wendell.
Wendell. Okay, Wendell. I've been there a couple times. I was there this
Wendell was at the meet and greet.
Yeah,
he
believe I met him.
year. And,
So obviously you didn't get Wendelled. A lot of people
Yeah.
got Wendelled.
I did.
yeah,
I got Wendell.
and
Mary,
I do
you
it.
got Wendell too, didn't you? Where you took your picture?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Mary got Wendelled.
Okay. Okay.
It was such an honor to meet Mary in person.
Aw.
And that was like probably one of my greatest moments.
Aw. That's so sweet. But
Don't make her melt on the screen, David. You smooth talk to you.
Exactly.
Wendell, the one in October. No, that one's in Alabama. I wish I could make that one. I really do, but that one it would be too expensive for me. I just can't afford to go to the one in October.
I'm awake.
Just making sure. Just making sure, Joe. This is about when you started falling off last week.
Well, there was so much going on. I was just listening.
He just checked out.
Drink some more of your coffee.
Drink some coffee, Jeff.
That's why he's drinking coffee, so he'll stay awake.
Yeah.
I'd be original
I'm like
cup
this
there.
coffee.
Yeah, I would love to go. I would love to go to that in
Me
October. I
too.
really, really would. But
Yeah.
I will be in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania that weekend.
I don't know if I can do it or not, but Mark's having that thing at the Cuyahoga Grist Mill
Yeah.
in December.
December?
These
That's probably still kind of warm down there. A little bit.
Probably
Well, the cottonmouths will probably be hibernating by then.
That's fine with me. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't care for snakes too much.
yeah, me neither.
Okay.
Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, about the only time I want to go down there is in really, whenever it's cold and there's no, the snakes are hibernating and the gators are hibernating and
Yeah.
I can make
You're
it
gonna-
happen in December. I'll bring you some cheese.
You gonna fly us down in the Krakachapa?
Yeah.
Good job.
You know my John Dutton helicopter that's non-existent.
Ah,
If you see me in a helicopter, it's probably put together by Fisher Price, and it might not make it very far. Or I stole
Mary,
it.
have you ever been to the West Coast? Ever?
No, I've been to Colorado. That's the furthest west that I've gone.
And
Yeah.
that's pretty woolly. Colorado is it's kind of like southern, but there's some big mountains, the Rocky Mountains, like
Oh.
split the state.
Yep, I was in Colorado Springs, up and went hiking up in the mountains. Beautiful area. Loved it there.
Nice.
I've never been west of the Mississippi, so
No,
nope, not yet.
I went to Arizona when I was a kid, but I don't remember. Apparently, I drove a boat on Lake Havasu. Don't remember that either.
okay.
Lake Havasu. Yeah. I've been
I've
there.
been to Texas. I've
Yep.
been hunting in Texas, but that's about as since I've been an adult. That's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to San Antonio, Texas, and Colorado. So that's the furthest west that I've gone.
I tell you, Texas is interesting. You need long johns in the morning, and then you're sweating by lunchtime. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what part of the state you're in. Yeah.
And we'll give a shout out to Robin Lynn Griffith and Christy Leslie over there in Texas.
Yeah. Now I've been in Florida a couple
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
yeah, my grandparents had a place there. I love going down the Crystal River.
That weather down there is crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
you go there in January, and it's still in the 60s.
Hot and humid. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the only time I'll go there is in the winter time.
Yeah. My mother-in-law's a snowbird. She goes down there for I think it's 4 months.
Yeah.
She's not too far north of the Green Swamp, by the way. She's pretty close to the Green Swamp down there. She
Wow.
stays bought a place in the RV park down there that has a permanent trailer set up there. She goes down.
Yeah, that area
November.
around the Crystal River, I think, is active too.
Yeah, she comes home usually November to March.
Yeah, one of my.
So yeah,
You ever been to the Crystal River, Mary?
I've heard of it. What part of the state is that in?
It's about an hour from Tampa. It's
Okay.
so it's at like the middle of the state, isn't it, Jerry?
That would be the Gulf Coast.
The northern end of the state, I think. Is
Yeah,
what
that's
it
the
is.
Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think.
It's not like we've been out on the. You can get to the Gulf in a few minutes with an airboat. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I've
pretty
been
small.
on that side, and I've been on the Atlantic coast. So
I'm
that-
not good with maps. Don't ask me where to
He's
point.
so
stuff.
illicit. Oh
My
boy.
dad used to have me route, draw out our route whenever we would go on trips. So I love looking at maps and studying maps.
They used to love atlases,
Yeah,
local and national. I used to love.
Absolutely.
fascinating. Yeah.
Jerry,
Back before-
that's something we should do on the show is like start showing where people are talking about. If we could do map, I know hey Jeff, that's something you need to do, man.
Oh Lord, you are.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You can't keep him awake for an hour and a half. You want him to do maps.
Oh wow, Michael went swimming with the manatees
Cool.
I've done that down there.
in Crystal
Nice.
River.
Did
Cool.
you scare him away?
That'd be fun.
You scare
You didn't scare him away, did you, Jeff?
No.
Okay. Stop picking on Jeffrey. He's getting mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to Kennedy Space Center a few times. I love it there. I highly recommend going to Kennedy Space Center.
Wish I could.
I
Learning
haven't been there.
It's fascinating. And
Yeah.
I've got cousins, and my sister-in-law lives near there. And my
I have an
husband,
aunt and uncle live near where they launch. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
My aunt's still got a place down in Crystal River. They're down there right now. I don't know why they didn't want to go this time of year, but
no. Although today we've had some pretty cool weather here in
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's amazing
it's
today.
it's
It's
been
beautiful
wonderful.
here.
Oh my, yeah. I'm wearing a jacket.
Nice. What was the temp, Mary?
I think it was in the 60s. It was
Yeah.
pretty
That's good.
cool today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I almost put long pants on.
Yeah.
Almost.
Before I come back here, it was 58 or 59 degrees before I come
Yeah.
back here.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
it's
sure it's
nice
dropped some
outside
now.
right now.
Yeah,
wow.
it's beautiful.
That's
Love
awesome.
it. Love it.
I don't like it getting above the 60s. That once we get into that range, I get
I love it when you can turn the money hog off. I mean the air conditioner.
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It went off last night. I shut it off and opened up the doors, opened up the windows, and
Let
slept.
the buggers in.
Yes, slept with the fresh air coming in. Oh yeah.
It's Mary. We don't even have an air conditioner here. Just so you
No.
Yeah.
Gee.
I don't really need it.
guys-
Do you?
Do you actually need it there? Or?
Well, today, yeah, we've hit 100,
Oh,
but it's rare. Like today was probably like 77, and then tomorrow's supposed to be a little cooler, and then on Friday it's supposed to be 50 degrees for our high temperature.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It's
you can have that 110.
Oh, yeah, Phyllis, 110
Wow.
today. Yeah, geez.
wow.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Good Lord. That was here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty bad. We had a good run, 3 weeks? Almost a month.
Yeah.
God.
David's one of those guys that doesn't need an air conditioner. That's
Hey, I lived in California where it was like 115 every day. Coming here, when I'll just tell you guys this though, like living on the East Coast or in the South, the humidity here, because we're right on the ocean, even though it's at like a crow fly, it's like 20 or 30 miles away. When it hits 70 or 80, it's like the ground is just giving off this heated moisture, that humidity, and you just feel like it's 90 when it's really 70.
Yeah.
Same here. Yep.
Yeah, it's sticky.
Yeah.
yeah, when it was in the hundreds, as soon as I'd walk out of the house
Oh,
from
yeah.
the air conditioner, like just the moisture was clinging to everything.
Yes.
Sweat starts pouring down. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
If you go outside and you have like a thick shirt on or a sweatshirt or anything and it feels kind of cool, you start moving and it's instant shedding. You have to shed your clothes. It's even like right now, it's so sticky.
Yeah, Leanne, that was tricky.
Oh,
Oh boy.
A friend of mine has a boat, and he was out on the ocean with his family, Leanne, and the boat broke down and drifted into SpaceX waters and on the shore. So, needless to say, some armed soldiers came, but not much they could do. The boat was broken down, and they had to wait to get hauled out.
Wow.
How about Area 51, David? Does that interest you? Have you been anywhere nearby there?
Where?
In the west? Area
Where?
51.
That's hundreds and
Oh,
hundreds.
no, I know. But I'm just.
But
I've
I've been to Arizona and I've been to like Idaho and Nevada, but I have not been that far into Nevada. Yeah, I've never been to Area 51. I would love to go.
Next road trip.
Road trip.
That's a big road trip.
If somebody cool comes over, I do it. Like, let's go. We're going.
They're in Skinwalker Ranch.
Exactly.
I don't know if I need to be going to that place.
No.
I would.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
From a
Okay.
distance, maybe.
I mean, spirits don't bother me, but I don't want to run into a skinwalker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know there's a rake over here near the river, and I don't really feel like
Yeah.
that's bad enough.
Hey, there's a road when just came back from antelope hunting from Eastern Oregon. If I wouldn't have been there, so there's like some big forest fires growing and like burning. If I wouldn't have been in a hurry to get home, and it wouldn't have been like there's Forest Service and there's like all these fire agencies all over. There's a road called Wendigo Road, and I was gonna stop and take a
Oh
picture.
Lord, Art's only 100 miles from.
There's our contact. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Road trip.
We're on our way, Art.
I'll load up the old line Cryptids van. We'll need like
There you go.
an 18.
I just got to be back by Friday and Saturday. Well, partially back.
If
Halfway
we lay
across
the
the
years back on it, we can get there fast enough.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, that report on the BFRO site in Madison County, Alabama, that most likely was Kumbo. Most likely. Because, yeah, I don't know if he, because I know he's retired from NASA.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, early on, he made quite a few reports to the BFRO until they kind of put him off to the side and they don't make his reports public anymore. Because
Yeah.
they say he's they don't believe him because he had so many reports. They thought he was a hoaxer.
I don't.
Somebody doing his job.
I just love that right there. They think he's a hoaxer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Well, some do, but then others, well, you
yeah,
got
the same people that they don't share half of the reports they get.
more than half.
Oh, yeah,
90%, at least 90% of the reports that they
well,
get
that's abnormal.
are hidden away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think about how many reports that they've probably gotten from Maryland that they never
Yeah.
released.
Yeah.
Maryland don't have Bigfoot. Come on.
Yeah, we have a map of reports, and for Pennsylvania, and there's around 600 or 700 reports, but they're drawn from the public reports from BFRO and other websites, as well as reports that we've gotten, through the group itself. But even so, all the reports that we've gotten from the BFRO website, there's got to be at least, like I said, 90% are hidden away in their private archives, are not public. And it's a shame.
They've only got 6 for Maryland, for Harford
It's
County.
not many. It's not many. Yeah.
For
Which
this county.
surprisingly is a lot
But if
really,
you look,
for this area.
there's a book that's getting re-released. I hope it comes back out soon. I was never able to snag a copy of the original, but the Maryland Bigfoot Digest, and I found one of the old sightings maps, and it numbered the counties, and high to low ratio. Funny thing, the western counties had the lowest number. Guess which county was the highest?
Right here, baby. Harford County. That's because they got loose lips. A lot of people talk. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm sure
95 sightings.
Yeah.
95 reports, and that was from the 80s, either the 70s or the 80s and up.
Yeah, pretty active. Yeah. Yep. Still is, I think. Just people don't see or talk or don't pay attention.
Yeah.
We have pictures, don't we, Jeff?
Stuff we gotta go over.
Yeah. They don't prove anything, unfortunately.
No.
That's true.
But-
Yeah, I've got pictures too that say, you know, what it is.
That's what it means to the person that got it.
But, you know, some pictures you can look at them and people send me hundreds of pictures and I look at them, I go, I don't even see anything there.
Yeah.
Then I'll be going through them and I'm like, stop. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
And
you
then you
stretch
look
your
at some pictures-
imagination, you can make something out, maybe.
Yeah.
When you
And
can
some
take
pictures
one,
you look at and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
when you can take one, give it to a person to view that knows nothing of the subject, doesn't care
Yeah.
about the subject, will listen to you, you know, but could care less. And you get that. Well, I looked at it again and I was like, what the hell is that? That gives you the warm feeling inside. And that happened to me. And I was like, okay, here we go.
Well, see, I didn't even.
I didn't have to
the
point it
ones I
out to
had,
him. He did it. He found it on his own.
Mine, I wasn't even looking at it. I said it to somebody and they were like, hey,
Yeah.
what's that? And I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, we have some people here that we've kind of caught up with. Amber's one of them, and there's a couple others.
Yeah. Elaine.
It's
and,
the people that you meet that have had activity are very interested in the subject here. So,
and then
local,
we've got people that
within
are
a
just
couple
interested
counties,
in the subject.
Yeah.
Which is great having people that haven't had encounters that are interested in it because that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So let's get a rendezvous started, Jeff. Get on that, would you? Get something started. I want to turn it all over to Jeff. Let him do all the work.
Yeah, maybe I'll schedule something.
We'll have a little
time.
I know a campground. I know a campground here that I think everybody can stay pretty active and find stuff. So,
Are we talking about our side of the river or the other side of the river?
our side of the river, bro. Well, those over there too. Good point. We could spend a week over in one. We'll go across the river, and I guarantee there's something over there. I know that for sure.
I know there's something over there.
So Jerry, so Jeff, here's my question to you. Why don't you guys hook up and do an outing?
We should. We
Guys
just got to
need
get
to.
Jerry's. It's got to be a fall spring deal because it's got to be sometime between the fall and the spring because that's when we're not quite as busy. I'm done shopping and then pretty much just taking care of the animals from then until spring, and then crops start all over again. Jerry's got to do his.
Yeah, I hear that.
I go end of October. And then I got banquets in November. So it's December for me. Late November till late March. And after that,
back to
it's
the
full
grind.
season, man.
Yep.
Listen, the cold months are the best times for us, really.
Give me a call whenever you do.
Yeah, absolutely. And
love it.
The stuff that's happened here has been in
That's
the later part of the year.
What it is for around here.
Yep.
I mean, it could be the rest of the year, but who the hell's in the woods when it's 100 degrees out? So
some people do. No thanks.
Well said.
I don't like sweating, Mary. I do enough of that at the farm.
Snakes, chiggers.
Yeah.
Sweat.
I'll camp in the snow. I camp in the snow. I don't care. I'd rather do that than.
I would rather do that than sweat to death. I can camp in a hammock in the snow. I don't care about that.
We will actually RV like January. My birthday's early January, and we'll go to a local campground up here. It's open year round, and I've went through all the steps to make the RV freeze proof, if you will.
Which
Campground is
that, Jerry?
Tuckwin.
Oh, you taking the Tuckwin?
Yep, I always go. We didn't go this year for obvious reasons, but with the family. But Tuckwin. It's a blast. There's
You gotta
there's a
talk
few
about
people
the
here and
winter
there, but
time.
it's fun. You got the whole place to yourself. You know,
Yeah,
and
but the only people that are at Tuckahoe in the wintertime are the crazy
full
people like
timers,
Jerry and the
me, dummies
well,
like me, and
most of the people I know that have the permanent sites there, they shut them down in the wintertime.
yeah, down
It's
below. But
usually
up on
just the
that, you'd be
power company
surprised.
guys.
The last time we were there was 1, 2, 3, 4 full timers there. They had the big
Yeah,
propane tank set up and
yeah.
everything.
There's also a
There
lot
for
of
the
power
winter.
company guys that are there for a long time, set
Yeah.
up
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
they're gone now.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So,
and
Mary,
that's
how
a
far are
good
you
area.
from them?
Pardon me?
How far are you from them?
Maybe around 5 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Spencer's about the same. I think maybe a little.
Spencer's, yeah, I can get to Spencer's. My whole family's down there, 6 hours south of
Yeah.
him. But I can around the Roanoke area in about 5.
Okay. Yeah, that would be about 8 hours for me.
Mm-hmm. That's about right. Yeah. Now that we
that's
went from Bigfoot to camping to Spencer.
oh no.
But to say all roads lead to Alabama. So Alabama,
Oh man.
look out, brother House, we're coming.
We're coming. I want to go.
Brother
I
House
want
is
to
in
go.
here. He must have had to take a phone call or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got so many friends in Alabama. I have both Bigfooting friends and non-Bigfooting friends, and I, I have to get in there. I really do.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
But this year, forget it. Can't afford it.
Yeah. Times are tough.
Yeah, hopefully my schedule will be a little more open next year. I don't really have any plans except farming.
It's part of life, right?
Man,
By the way,
farming's
you
a
need to get some
full-time
sweet
job,
corn in
brother.
over there.
I
What'd you say,
know.
David?
We tried. It's better off getting it somewhere else because the raccoons know it's ready before you do,
Yes, of
and
course.
it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so ballsy. They'll leave some of the corn in the driveway. They'll just be like,
Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you. Yeah. They're like, we give you thanks, oh Lord, Cracker Tea, for this corn we're about to receive.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you had some over there, but I got 2 ears
yeah,
left here in the fridge.
we need to get some. It's
You're getting to the end of the season, though.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Okay,
seems like
David,
they're
how did your antelope hunt go?
It was bad.
Wasn't good. Wasn't good.
Oh,
It was the wildfires burning in Oregon and California, in Northern California. It was so smoky. I saw bucks, and on that hunt, you could shoot a doe antelope or a buck antelope. It was like 100 degrees. Not hot for you guys, but coming from the Oregon coast, that was pretty hot. And the smoke was so bad, you couldn't even see like 50 yards in front of you. It was bad. And I missed home, so I came home.
Well, when it's smoky and you're not doing anything, it's kind of.
Yeah, it was bad. Like waking up in the morning and your head hurt just from the smoke that you smoke all night.
Yeah,
It was not good.
Yeah.
Remember
In
last
all
year,
honesty, he got home.
The Canadian fires last year, we were getting all the smoke from that.
It's horrible here. You couldn't
Yeah.
hardly breathe outside sometimes. It was
I
like,
know.
Yeah, that's the way this was. There's Oregon fires and Northern California fires, so both of those like major raging
Yeah,
fires.
was getting it from
Smoke
both
was-
sides.
It was
But you
bad.
notice he got home in time to make sure he was ready to go
Yeah,
for
with
the Monday night
us.
show.
I had fun though.
Yeah. Absolutely. Any more questions?
So, Mary, do you think
That was easy.
that
That was cheap.
the one that's peeking in the windows over there, what do you think his at the research area, what do you think his deal is? Is he just wanting to check out everybody, or has he got other?
Well, yeah, he's just curious, looking in the windows. Because the other night, apparently, uh, the gentleman, he opened up the patio door and just slept all night with the patio door open with only the screen door, and no problems. They respect boundaries as long as there's no provocation, to come inside. They'll respect those boundaries. But
Yeah, I
but
remember you. Go ahead. I remember you saying something. You had to go after him one time or something.
yeah,
You had to lay the law down.
absolutely, yeah. Chased after him. He was he was tormenting my dog and bullying her and everything, and it just pissed me off. So
Mm-hmm.
no, I
Yeah.
took after him. Grabbed my golf club and just chased after him.
Good. That's awesome, Mary. Good.
Yeah, let him know who's boss.
Yeah.
You know? This property is mine. You belong over there. Yeah.
She's like, whore. Good
Yeah.
for you, Mary. Standard.
Stand your ground.
Well, it didn't
House
stop
especially.
him. He ran, but he kept coming around though, so it really didn't stop him. But he ran from me. Thank God.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's
Now
not
the
something
ones,
we recommend anybody do. Chase after one to give them a piece of your mind. But
No,
when you've had enough, you know your boundaries.
yeah, I've had it up to here though with him and his shenanigans.
Yep.
now was that the house where they were on the roof?
Yes. Yep. There was a smaller one running back and forth across the roof. That one night, there were multiple Bigfoot banging on the walls, and one little one running back and forth across the roof. Yeah. That's what it was too. It was a 9-iron.
That's
That's
awesome,
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure it would have hurt.
Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sure
but
it knew what your intentions were.
oh yeah.
Yep.
As soon as I came out of there hollering at him and swearing, yeah,
He understood.
yeah, he knew. He knew.
Now, do you get anything slapping at the new house, or is it just?
No, thank God, no. I do nothing here to draw them in. They, over at the old house, I have a feeling that the people who lived there before us, it's possible that they may have been feeding the Bigfoot. I'm not sure.
Unknowingly. Throwing food scraps out, etc. Yeah.
Right. But all I know was, we were on his route and he came there on a regular basis. And it was no thanks. I don't want to go through that again.
Yep.
Yeah, this one around here, I'll hear the vocals, and I've seen him 3 times. Found a lot of structures in the area, but other than that, no. Yeah, he's been in my backyard. 2 times I saw him. He was in my backyard, chasing after deer.
Wow.
Seems like most of the stuff around here is very quiet for the most part.
Yeah.
You see stuff once in a while, like stick structures or.
We
Well,
don't
they don't
find.
have to worry about people running after them with a 9-iron, for God's sakes.
I don't know. The one night I had something a couple months ago tap on a window, but I didn't go
I
downstairs.
told
to
you
look.
that was me. I was trying to get you to come out. I
Jerry's
needed
like,
eggs.
wake up.
How many times I got to tell you? It was,
Well, Jerry, then you'd be wondering why. Don't be wondering why I'm coming down the stairs with a Winchester.
Yeah.
might have something the car to equal it, so be careful. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Michael.
No, folks.
I have a question for you, Mary.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that people don't find like structures or nest or like I don't know what you call them, or
X structures.
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
We don't find hardly any of that here. And you can walk our creeks, and all the creeks have like rocks, so you're not really. It's not like mud or dirt. So my question to you is, why do you have any idea why structures would be more prevalent like in other areas, or do you think maybe that they don't need those structures here, or what's your thought on that?
I don't know. About the only thing that I could think of is perhaps that they have a wider range in your area. Around here, a lot of those structures are territorial markers.
Yeah.
Marking, this is my territory, this is the line, for the other troops. And it's possible that in your area that their range that they go into is much larger. That's about the only thing that I can think of. Yeah, there are probably markers there.
We found,
Yeah,
but I'm just
the
saying.
peninsula's got a
Fair.
nest on it that I saw. There's an old nest, but the way it was woven,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got to get over there. That's also on my agenda.
Yeah.
Go there and check that place out,
See,
especially
most
at
of the
night.
stuff that he found over there, it was that was like back in 2018 when they found a lot of that stuff,
Right.
and now a lot of it's deteriorated, and it's. But you can still look and see what's left of that nest. The way it's woven together is insane.
Yeah, there's no question when you see something like that. It's
I mean, nature's only capable of so many things. But
exactly.
You
It's
can
not
domesticate them, get them to weave baskets for you. You can make a fortune off the damn things.
Yeah, that was a good answer, Mary. By the way,
yes,
Oh,
I feel that same way. Yeah,
I passed.
I feel the same way though. Like it's so vast around here, they don't have to make these X's or blockages on trails or
so
whatever.
that's not something you see.
Yeah, we
in
hardly
your
ever
area.
anything like that here.
Okay.
Seriously.
Mary, another interesting thing about that same area. You guys ever find blue balloons or anything like that?
Not balloons, but there's a local grocery chain that their plastic bags are blue. And we'll find those blue plastic bags all over this one area. And that grocery store is nowhere, like 20 miles away. But this one area, we'll find, those bags, and it's just weird. But that color blue, I don't know if you've spoken with Kumbo or heard his viewpoint on that. About the color.
I haven't heard that.
There's a meaning to the color.
Wow.
Maybe I have. I've listened to so much of his stuff that I've forgotten half of it.
Yeah, I remember him saying, not exactly. I can't remember word for word, but I know the color blue has been mentioned.
There's 3 colors, and there's a little saying about it. And I honestly, I'm horrible at it. I can't remember how the saying goes, but there's red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah.
And
The first two aren't good.
yeah, red is dead, yellow is I can't remember, and
Yum
blue,
Yum Yellow. That's what it was.
yeah, and blue is friend.
Wow. Wow. So
And I've even
that,
found
like,
blue stuff around the farm here, too. That's another
Yeah.
thing.
so Mary, is that like orb colors or just
Right.
balloon?
I don't know. I heard that from Kumbo, both Kumbo and Bubba, and it's just an old saying.
That's
Yep.
interesting.
Don't wear red or yellow in the exactly, Michael. Don't
I
wear
was
red.
going to
Or,
say that's a good point. Yep. Good
Yeah.
question.
Wow.
That's I sell T-shirts with my organization logo on them, and the T-shirts that I sell they're all different colors, but I will not sell any yellow or red ones.
I did
Just
not
start
know.
selling blue ones.
Yeah.
Yep, I sell a lot of blue ones.
The
Just like
first
the
time.
age old don't wear red in front of a bull or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow. Nice. That's good to
Yep.
know.
Yeah, I've
Stick
seen
around,
that
David.
blue. I've seen blue balloons here. I've seen blue balloons over on the peninsula. It's something.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, they'll
smells. The
collect
smells in
them.
the house. Yeah.
Jerry.
The smell. I was reading what Wendell
Yeah,
today, working back here again today in this office. I smelled cigarettes again. Cigarette smoke.
really. Oh wow.
This place is not smoked in. It's never smoked in, and I don't understand.
That's
I
interesting.
meant to say something to my mom. We stopped seeing her this evening, and my
Did
dad.
anybody that live there smoke outside?
Yeah, yeah. My
That's
ex-wife
probably
did.
what it is.
Yeah.
Very
I don't know.
Sorry,
Don't do
Jerry.
that to me. Don't do that to me, Cracker.
cracky tea.
I know where you live, Cracker. Careful. Jeff, did you see any clowns?
Exactly, Jerry.
What's
I'd
that?
rather see a Bigfoot with a balloon than a clown with a balloon.
Yeah, I don't want to see no clowns.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
We all float down here, huh?
Yeah,
It's
there's some
really
things you got to draw the line on.
Yeah. I don't know if you've read the book It, but
Yeah.
or seen the movie. Yeah. We all
I'll deal with rodeo clowns. I ain't dealing with clowns in the woods.
no thanks.
Actually,
The guy
clown.
said they ran into a black car all the time. Huh. That's interesting, Mr. Noble. He was just
A black car.
talking about the color black. Yeah,
Oh wow.
black
they ran into their black car all the time.
black
Oh.
SUV.
Ah,
Those
Maybe
infamous
this-
black SUVs.
Exactly,
Well, I
Mary.
haven't seen one of those yet.
Oh, I
yes, you
have.
have.
I
Yes, you
have.
That one's sitting out in the driveway. A smaller version of, but
We're like,
Yeah.
Jeff, don't look behind you, Cracker.
And I just have this fear.
Exactly.
But
there you go.
one
There's
time I
another.
drove through there at night. It wasn't black, but it was probably state police or something parked there on the peninsula. I just kept driving.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that
that's an interesting area. You got to get
Mary
over
would
there
like
and do
that
some more
area. That
looking.
place, it is. There is no light pollution out there.
No.
When it gets dark, it is dark.
Oh,
Heavily
love
wooded, and there are 2 good campgrounds there.
Yeah. All right.
The state park's 2,300 acres, and the state forest is 3,500.
Love it.
Yeah.
Get me out there. Yep.
It's a. I'm surprised we've never camped over there, Jerry. Mom wanted to take her fifth wheel over there.
Yeah, we were going to go a couple. I guess 2021, but we never did go. And a friend of mine does do some camp hosting over there at the campground
Yep.
all the way south.
I know who you're
And,
talking about.
Yeah, and of course I told you, and I had a conversation with him here a couple of weeks ago at a pool, and he said he knows a couple of the authorities over there. He's going to have a talk with them. I'm like, so maybe, of course, they're not going to say anything, but
No.
we'll see. We'll see.
Now,
It'd be interesting to hear.
Have you guys spoken with any of your local park rangers?
Mm-hmm.
See, I've never talked to any of the ones up here, but the guy that got in contact with me that put me with Mikey over there that investigates that area, he works over there, and they get a lot of reports.
Did they?
Yeah.
How about you,
Well,
David?
There's a retired warden that actually saw one.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And well, even Mikey's seen them quadrupedally. He's never seen them on 2 feet, but I think that's why a lot of people don't spot them back there, is because if they're running around like that, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, look, a bear across the road,"
Yeah, exactly.
or something like, you know.
Yeah.
I've talked to two over here at the campground. One was a camp host, and we have
Well,
signs.
she was from Florida, wasn't
And the
she?
wind
Jerry?
is, well, she's from Arizona, but I had the Bigfoot signs. My wife buys Bigfoot stuff for me just as a, what do I get him for Christmas or whatever. So it's pretty easy now. But she, of course, if you go driving in a 30-foot RV, you pull in the sign in and everything. She's looking at your window. She goes, "Know what you're up to, know what you're into, et cetera, you know." And she proceeded to tell me she was in the traveled around as camp hosts around the country, and was in Florida, and can't think of help me out here, Jeff. In Florida, real popular area.
Was it the Green Swamp?
No, north of that. Anyway, I hate when I can't remember stuff. But anyway, she was a camp host there for a couple of years, and she said absolutely 100%. And they even had no, way further north. Wow. They have Ocala. It was a campground in Ocala, and she said we had signs everywhere in that campground where she was stationed. There were signs for it.
Really?
Hello. If the campgrounds are putting them up, you know.
Yep.
They'll just say, "Oh, that's a joke." That's what they'll.
She told me absolutely. She didn't lead into this particular one here, but when I was talking to her, and I were both talking to her, when we were in my truck, the back of my truck, and the center slider window has a nice white Sasquatch there. You know, everybody like what you have on the back of your truck, Jeff. And he paid attention to you. You can tell him just looking, you know. And he finally said, "You know, Bigfoot, huh?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I've had a couple of things happen over." I said, "We live about 15 minutes away from here. It's I've had a couple of things happen." I said, "Yeah." I was like, you know, you could tell he wanted to talk about it. I said, "We'll be at Site 60 next weekend. Please," I told him, I said, "Please stop by. No, nobody needs to know anything. Just stop by." And he said, "Okay." You know what? I never saw the man ever again. He is a park ranger. I don't know if he got restationed somewhere else or whatever, or
we're just busy.
Somebody overheard the conversation. There was a couple other people there too, and probably said, "You need to."
Yeah, exactly.
Something.
Yeah.
Because he was ready to talk. He wanted to talk. He was going to come by. I said, "Just come by. We'll be there." But he never came by. He never came by. I wanted to talk to him because I know he knew something about where the photo come from. So
it's kind of like,
I know it.
I was wearing my hide and seek champion hat when I was in jury duty selection. And,
yes.
I had a lot of people looking at me, And then that one guy, Ron, he
What a hit. What a chance that was.
who
That's
lives
awesome. Yeah.
right there
He's
by one of the spots that Jerry's
he's
been
4 miles from me. 3 miles. It's 3.5 miles where he's talking about happening.
Oh,
Granted, it was some time back.
And he was when he was a teenager, he heard something
spot.
screaming in the back field and walked out there at night with his rifle, and something growled at him and pushed a tree over.
Yes. Literally, that's 3.5 miles from here.
Oh, wow.
You know, and it's like
Wow.
the perfect spot. It's the perfect area.
Yeah.
Deer Creek, heavily wooded. I drove through there twice now. Cause I kind of, with dash cams and stuff, I want to put a cracker tea.
River.
Jugular.
For the juggler.
Yeah, we're definitely going to check that place out.
nice.
Yeah, it's.
Up to
I'm
you,
telling you, David. That you got to walk back to it. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
If there
David.
ain't nothing there, it'll definitely give you the feeling there is. I'll promise you that.
Yeah. Have you spoken with any of the park rangers around you?
So like very few, and as soon as you mention anything like that, they just shut you right down immediately. Yep.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're the guest. Why are you asking questions? This we changed over to Mary's show. That's cool. It's all good. It's all good.
Mary, do you
It's
get
good.
do you get reports of them in like around you? I don't know if I ever asked you this, but do you ever get reports of them in like in towns there?
Yeah.
Or like in the cities?
Okay. The cities themselves. Yes. Very close into Pittsburgh. I've gotten quite a few reports, and where they ventured in fairly close to the city. As a matter, and whenever I tell people about that, they laugh about it and say, "Oh, no way!" And because they expect Bigfoot to be way out in the middle of the wilderness.
Yeah,
And
you
I
know how many times I've heard people say that? Oh, they're not in town.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, okay. And
Well,
black
yeah.
bears don't raid dumpsters either. So
Right.
Yeah.
I remind them, and I tell them about what was it, about 5 years ago. There was a bear who was found in the middle of the city of Pittsburgh. He had been there for 6 months, but they just found out because he was showing up on some of the security cameras. But he survived by raiding dumpsters. But he was right there in the middle of the city.
Yep.
If a bear can
Gary,
do it,
Dude.
I don't know if you know
Well
this,
said,
but there was
Gary.
a sow. You know where the Wegmans is in Abingdon?
yes.
That patch of woods right there by the parking lot?
Yep.
There was a bear living in there.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. I think
I can believe it.
I think they got tranquilized it and got it out of there, but there was a bear in there.
Yeah. Mark said there was one seen in Silicaga, yeah, in town.
If
Yep.
a bear can do it, so can they.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
there was
reports.
a bear in the liquor store parking lot over in Forest Hill like
Forest Hill.
3
Yep.
weeks ago.
Yep. Yep. But there's
Have the grace, that one was on the promenade.
yeah, of all places.
Yeah, that's like the strangest, like,
There's like, why? Oh, obviously a lot of food around. But
yeah.
Well, curiosity and
there's no place to hide. Literally,
Oh,
I mean, you'd have to go a couple of miles. But
they'll find the
Yeah.
little place to hide in, and they're
crazy.
very good at that. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Right here around Pittsburgh, it's all, like I tell everyone, all the time, it's hills and hollers. And that's the way it is all the way into Pittsburgh. If you look at, any photos or videos of Pittsburgh, you've got the hills surrounding the city, and the three rivers meeting right there at the point. And on the other side of those hills are those, the deep hollers that the creeks come down, that they run down into the rivers. and the Bigfoot will follow those hollers. And in between the housing, all the big fancy, $500,000
Yep.
houses.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
got
you think about coyotes in
Yeah.
Chicago. They're all over the city of Chicago.
where there's food, there they will be.
Oh, sure.
Well
I
said.
bet you those buggers venture into Chicago to eat the coyotes too.
Why not?
Where there's food, like Mary said.
Yep.
How many crackheads you think are probably walking around out there, bump into one of them? They're like, run down the street. I saw a Bigfoot. Get away from me.
I'll bet
We
Or-
did it outdoors.
normal people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Wendell. I don't remember much about it, but I recognize the title. Video, we do it outdoors, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
There's
So many
not
things
too
that
far,
you
not too far, Jeff, where you're talking about that woods there in Abingdon, where
Yeah.
Elaine is from,
Uh-huh.
over in Joppa area, not too far away.
No. And
Plus-
Joppa back in the day wasn't like it is now.
Plenty of wooded, swampy. If we can get that other fellow to come on from
I
down
know.
just
There's
south
so many
of there.
places around here that it's amazing. What about Philly? Has Philly got any activity on the outskirts of Philly?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I remember you saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Bucks County is just outside of Philadelphia, and there are quite a few reports there. As for closer into the city, that I don't know. I haven't heard. But in Bucks County, yes. Yeah, there's especially northern Bucks County.
If I was the Bigfoot, I'd stay away from Philly.
Excuse me.
I do. I stay away from it. No thanks.
Yeah.
We're all away.
What about, is it Bucks County? Berks County. I'm thinking of Berks County. You're talking about Bucks. Berks is like going over into Schuylkill Haven. You go up over the mountain outside off of 80.
Okay, yeah.
The only way you're luring me to Philly is for cheesesteaks and pizza. That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever it gets back to normal, yeah.
Yeah.
There's that area up in there looks pretty promising too. I don't know if you know anything about the area. Maybe there's some reports out of there. Summit Station is the first town you come up over the mountain.
Okay, yeah, I've been in that area, and goodness, yeah, I've been all over, all along 80, up into what is it, Hickory State Park. When camping in there also, and that was fun, very interesting, and very active area.
There's a guy that has a YouTube channel, The Wandering Woodsman. If you've
Yeah.
ever watched any of his stuff,
Yeah.
I've
he's
heard
from
it.
over here near Reading, but he was
Okay.
at a place up there over that mountain I was talking about. I go right by it when I was just there beginning of August. Went through there, and he doesn't chase Bigfoot, but he'll make a mention of it every now and then. And that was one of the spots that he said something about. That's why I asked you. We go right by it.
Yeah, I've seen his videos, but
I mean, he's not into Bigfoot or anything like that. Just every once in a while he will
Yeah.
make mention.
is it more for the woods?
Just hiking.
Wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Wow, Jeff, you've kept me here another 2 hours again.
We definitely got the right we've got the right terrain and everything for
Here, you bet.
yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's a freaking valley or a hill and waterway and creeks, streams.
I mean, with as much development as we have around here, we still got a lot of open ground.
But it's south of us. Like the development belt's the Hickory, Bel Air, one down, further south. Up here, I mean, they still build, but it's not nothing like that.
Yeah. But
I
like,
can't even
We're
stand
also
to go
really
south
close
of
to the
Route 1
river.
anymore.
like you
We're
said,
right
Mary,
against the river and right against
Ah.
Pennsylvania.
a brushy draw, man, they can travel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's
Yes.
natural ways that they can hide.
Yeah.
Like those hollers or draws.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll go down in them and just follow along the creeks. And
And we've got the power lines. I got one that runs right
Yep.
through here.
Yep.
The
Yep.
ridges, the state parks, all the creeks.
Yep.
Yep. I know they travel those here too, because it's like rainforest,
Yeah.
and all the animals like deer, elk, smaller animals, rabbits, whatever, they're all feeding on those power lines because it's like a natural food. It's like a food plot, all
Yeah.
up and down these travel ways. And I firmly believe that they are traveling those as far as like a food source wherever they go. If they follow those, there's always a constant food source.
oh yeah. Yeah, they'll be
It'll
hunting
take you
along
right
those.
through the middle of town.
What, Jeff?
It'll take you right through the middle of town, right through everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Showing up lately.
Yep.
Um,
I think so.
I've noticed that activity has increased in the past week
Oh
or
Lord, JR snuck in.
JR is in here.
Go ahead, Mary.
activity has picked up in the past week, and it'll probably last into the fall. So keep an eye out.
Do you think it's like they're preparing for winter type stuff, or what do you think? Like
I,
cold weather and they're moving more?
I think it's mating season, to be honest, because I'll hear the females calling.
Yep. I agree.
October's when I had my run in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
The last time I worked
late
on a deer
September,
stand
early
after
October.
dark.
Another month and a half is usually when anything that's happened around near here.
Yeah.
Same here.
You
And
know,
then
vocalization, eye shine.
And then in the springtime, whenever the greens start coming up and they're hungry for the green stuff.
Yeah.
I
And for
completely agree with you.
people's wounded deer.
What, David?
I said I completely agree with you 100%. 100%. That right now they'll hunt me. This is my own experience. Like into August, into September is when it picks up around here.
Mm-hmm.
We're hunting the same things they are, like
Yep.
deer and elk and bear and all that. Come springtime, it's quiet because I think there's so much food and greens and berries
Oh, yeah.
and new growth. They don't, it's like it goes quiet in the spring. That's my personal experience here.
Yep.
I personally believe what you're saying.
Yeah, one of my neighbors got chased out of his hunting area. He had a hunting stand up in a tree about 9 foot up. And he said he went over there and there was a deer carcass hanging from it.
Uh-huh.
And so
Uh-huh.
and he asked me, what my opinion, of it was. And and I consulted with Kumbo about this, because I just wasn't sure what it could be. But Kumbo said that that was just a warning to, that this is my hunting area. You go elsewhere. So, I asked my neighbor, I said, do you have another area that you can go hunting? And he said, yep. And I said, well, give him that area for a couple seasons, let him have that. He's got his family to feed.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
completely
haven't had carcass. I had a skeleton down here.
I've only
We
had 2 of
experienced
them
some.
in different stands on the same field in the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, this was, it was down to just the skeleton and tendons and a little bit of hide, just holding, the skeleton together.
Where its legs broke.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
same thing here. Both front legs are broke.
Same here. Same here.
Mm-hmm.
And what was left of the 2
Huh.
that I found were so mangled.
Yeah.
But I've also found them with the jaw ripped off the head.
Oh,
Mhm.
going after the tongue.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what it looked like. It looked like something grabbed the bottom and the top and just,
Pull it apart.
Well,
yeah,
open
because
up.
coyotes have hands.
Yeah.
Right.
Just opening up a clamshell for all the goodies.
It's the tongue, like Mary said.
Yeah.
I don't like tongue. They can have as much tongue as they want.
Ah,
Only you, Jeffrey.
so explain, Jeff.
But a lot of that
No,
stuff I
no.
never even thought about, Mary. I always thought that it was, for the longest time, we just thought it was somebody messing with us. And then I was thinking to myself, after all that, I was like, why would anybody climb up a deer stand to hang a carcass over a ladder rung?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about this skeleton. I don't remember what year. I'm going to say it's late 2000s, as in like maybe 08, 09, but definitely fall. Late fall, early winter is when we found it. We were just down there.
Gary, that was the
snooping
same time frame.
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
lot of what happened with me.
Yeah, exactly. And 5 miles apart.
Yeah,
But
the same ones probably.
again, what killed it, I don't know. Who knows? But can a cat break a deer's front leg? Both of them? I don't know.
Yeah, that's not their
That doesn't sound like a cat's MO.
do it. No.
They attack necks.
Yeah.
Right. This had both front legs broken.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
They'll jump
See.
from above on them also and
Yeah.
break the back. They'll break
Yes, the back.
spine.
Yeah.
It's an
Now
ambush.
this,
It's an ambush.
everything was intact other than the front legs being, the bottom part of it snapped right off.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Don't Bigfoot have a tendency to cripple deer, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah. Break your
Yeah.
legs. Yeah.
Yeah, they grab it from the back legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we'll do this allegedly, but yeah. But they do. They do.
Everything's allegedly here.
Yes.
I mean, they could have smacked it into a tree and broke its front legs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For sure. Well, we've been here 2 hours. I don't want to keep everybody up all night, even though most of you will be up all night, Jeffrey.
Jeff, he'll
But,
be out 30 minutes.
And he's still awake.
That's impressive.
He's still awake.
And Dave,
Mary,
He's on his coffee.
It's called Black
Yeah.
Rifle Coffee. That's what it's called.
Mary, you have a lot of stuff for sale. I know you've been listing some stuff on Facebook and stuff.
Yep.
Tell us all about it. Tell us what all you got for sale.
Oh my goodness. I have.
Pay attention, folks. Help her out.
Yeah.
I'm cleaning out my library, and I do have a very extensive library. But right now, I'm just starting with the Bigfoot related books, and I've got 2 of them by Ivan Sanderson, or is it 3 of them? Yeah, I've got 3 of them. And one by John Green, and Jane Goodall. And the one I have from Jane Goodall, that one is autographed. And the other, let me see. I've got Ivan T. Sanderson's Things, and it's 2 paperbacks, Things and Things and More Things.
Yes.
Yeah, those are $15 each. And then let me think offhand, I cannot remember the names of the other books, but I've got a couple first editions. So I have them listed on my Facebook page. So yeah, come on over, take a look, or send me a message if you're interested.
I can tell you right now, the guy above you on the screen will probably buy every book you have. So absolutely,
My poor
that's cool.
bank account.
That's cool.
And buy Mary's merchandise. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got T-shirts, logo T-shirts for the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, and I have my own book that I've written last year. It's available on Amazon. Just type in my name and Bigfoot, and it'll come up.
Cool.
You will not be disappointed. I promise.
Nope.
Or else just send me a message, and I'll autograph one for you and send it to you for $20.
There you go.
That's awesome. With shipping and everything, that's a great deal.
Yes, shipping.
I just send all my money to Mary.
If Mary was only single, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Might have to sell a cow to start buying all these books.
When you're done wrestling them. I was talking to him the other day, or maybe it's today, I don't know. He's talking about wrestling cows and said, be thankful it's not a kangaroo.
Oh,
God. That
Right,
kangaroo would end up on my end up on my grill if I had to fight one of them.
I knew he was going to say that too. You're so predictable, Jeff.
He is.
River keeps telling me about this kangaroo. I'll pass. Him the other night, he was making a pot of emu stew for the shelter.
Now we've had emu. We raised emu here.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I've never had it.
Gary, the last time I house sit for somebody that had emus was the last time I ever handled an emu. I told them after that, those nasty things.
They are nasty, and you don't turn your back on them. I promise you that. No, sir.
I bent over to dump a bag of feed in the trough, and that thing picked me up by the back of my pants.
Oh man!
Yeah, them things are nasty.
And I reached around and cold cocked him in the side of the head.
Well, you're lucky. You're lucky he didn't get a hold of you worse.
Yes,
them things will tear you up.
I think he learned once I gave him a right hook that he
right.
He wasn't supposed to be messing with me, but I backed out of the pen because he was doing this, looking at me, and I was like, no.
He was planning his next move.
Through the gate for the rest of the week.
That's funny.
Well, because they had steers out there with it, so I just walked out there and dumping feed in the trough. Next thing I know, I'm getting picked up by an emu.
Getting picked up by an emu.
Yeah.
Now, don't they use those like as a guard, Jerry, or is that llamas?
No, they both now.
Don't they use the emu as a guard for other farm animals, or is that
not that I'm aware of?
No,
they use donkeys.
Definitely llamas. Definitely
llamas. Yeah, llamas. Yeah.
And then donkeys and mules.
Mules, yeah.
Yeah.
Donkeys
are mean.
I knew a guy that raised sheep that would keep donkeys out there with the sheep.
Yeah.
He lived up on 74 near Airville. They were having problems with coyotes. And coyote got in the pasture one night, donkey took care of business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
more
yeah.
coyote.
Poor coyote.
Yep.
At least that coyote.
Oh,
Yeah. Emus as close to an ostrich as you'll get, I think. But
I
yeah.
yeah,
think
they're mean, and they get
Yeah,
if them claws get a hold of you, you're done
Oh,
on their feet. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, they
Tear,
got
tear
them.
you
They'll
up.
hook you.
like a
Yes.
dinosaur, huh?
They will tear you
Oh,
up.
yeah.
So strong, fast too.
Like
I
a
didn't
modern
know
day
you could do this.
velociraptor.
Fortunately, we didn't have any trouble here, but with them, that I know of. But
There was a guy that used to raise buffalo
Yeah.
up by us too.
Yeah, there's a guy
Buffalo
in
story,
area
Jerry?
that does.
Mary. Go ahead, Mary.
Oh, there's a guy in our area who
I
does,
can't hear you.
he raises buffalo also, and just up the road from us there's an elk ranch, but it's currently, unfortunately, the neighbors, the teenagers were shooting the elk.
Oh Lord,
Yeah, so he had to get rid of the elk, and now he has Black Angus in there.
okay,
that's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah,
Jeff's
And
assumed the position, so
yeah. It
he's
must
leaning
be
back in his chair.
There's
90.
still a bison farm over the ridge from
Poor
Tuckwaw.
Mary.
What'd you say, Mary? I'm sorry.
Oh, so
Sorry, I can't hear anything. We're all jumbled up.
We can hear fine.
No, it's like I don't know who's talking, and I started talking, and someone else is. I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here.
There is a delay. I can hear the delay.
There's a delay or something.
Yeah, there is a little delay sometimes.
is
so-
there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Phyllis. she
I guess she's
says
done.
We love having you, Mary.
thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely, absolutely.
We love you, Mary.
Oh,
Wish
I
you-
love you guys too.
Wish you great success in your upcoming outings, and maybe you can bring home some solid evidence, proof
Maybe
of
we'll-
looky
maybe
here,
we'll
look
do
what
a-
I got. So
Maybe one day we can do a collaboration of some sort.
yeah,
Hope so.
Michelle, get it done, Jeff. Michelle, come
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yes. Get it done. Yes.
on, get it done.
Don't put Cracker T in charge of anything. Come on.
We gotta send the jet out
good.
after David and fly David and Dee Dee in. So
Yeah. What's up? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
wow, what happened to your volume?
Yeah, what
Mine?
happened?
Yeah, you're all muffled.
Still?
Okay, that's better.
I might have had my finger over there.
That's good.
What's up, Cracker? We're in the same boat, homie. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phyllis.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate it, Mary, and by all means, get us on your show sometime so we can pick on Jeffrey
Yes.
some more. We'll come over and raise Cain.
Yeah, as a reminder, my podcast is tomorrow evening on YouTube, Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project.
7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Monkey winch.
That's right. So
I
come on,
I'm sorry.
yeah, come on over and chat.
Yeah, I get a whopping 10 minutes before I got to start my show at 8. So on
Yeah.
Wednesdays. So
I'll be there, Mary, and I will be there, Jerry.
I know.
I was
Yeah,
a
we usually
little unpresent the last couple
We
weeks
did it
because I
again.
was trying to
we did
record
it
a
again.
show with Miss B, and we had
Again.
some issues. So finally, we got that done the other week.
No, I'm always happy to see you in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Well, I'm going to head out, guys.
All right, Mary. Thank you very much for coming on. We're just clowning around now, so we're picking on Jeff. So
Oh,
by all
thank,
means,
Thanks for coming.
thank
yes,
you.
appreciate it. Lots of good information.
Yep.
Oh.
Thank you, Mary. God bless you. Love you.
Yep.
Bye,
Seriously.
guys.
See ya. Thank you,
Love
Mary.
y'all.
Okay. With that said, I'm cutting out of here. I got to get up early. Unlike Jeffrey, who sleeps half the day. Speaking of sleeping a lot, David.
What? I'm awake.
Huh?
I'm awake.
He's awake. He's
There's
awake.
I know
an
he's-
overlap.
I know
I
he's-
don't know. There's a delay. I don't know what's going on.
Are you wearing headphones or you just?
No.
Huh.
I ain't got the headphones in.
That's if you had him in, you'd probably hear everybody talking.
It seems pretty quick and pretty smooth right now.
Yeah, your
Jeez.
internet was really
think
good,
it's
David.
Maybe when we add somebody is what happens.
Oh, somebody
I don't
important.
You think? I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you.
Could be.
I don't know.
He just gives us more ammo to pick on you with. That's all.
Maybe I'm just getting delusional. I don't know what's wrong.
Jeff.
And with that said,
With that said,
oh boy. All right. Seriously, it's late. Here
Yeah.
in the East, it's late anyway.
We're getting out of here early tonight.
It's so yeah, right.
yeah, right.
This is early.
Yeah, it's early at David. It's only 7:22.
Yeah, it's only
No,
7:22 here. Or what?
Probably still
We're on-
daylight.
We're on time. We haven't. This isn't a long term compared to the other ones.
Boy, Phyllis, you're easily entertained. You guys are great. Thank you.
Love you,
Appreciate that.
Phyllis.
Love you, fellas.
Absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
love Phyllis and John and Michael.
And John.
Everybody in chat. I can't see
Everybody
nobody.
Yeah. Good chat tonight. Yep. Absolutely. Past couple of shows have been really good and getting better. I told you, adding David is all we needed to do. So,
Nuh-uh.
yeah.
You lost subscribers.
Now, if you can just get Cracker T to shut up, it'll be good.
No, don't shut up. God will think you're asleep.
I don't know what. Every time I was trying to talk, I don't know if there's like a delayed reaction somewhere. I don't know what.
It happens sometimes. Yeah.
It does.
We were all doing it. We all stumbled over one another, and it happens. It's all good.
You're good, Jeff. You're good, man.
I don't like to overimpose upon anybody.
Wow, that's a big term for you. Wow, overimpose. Wow.
I guess now I got to look into going to me show.
That's there's a lot of interest in that. I talked to you about it before, Jeff.
Yeah.
The person, I can't think of his name offhand right now, but he's been in there and shot some photographs, and I've never known him to be, anything other than straight shooter. So
There's a few guys that have channels, I think, that go up there to.
he doesn't have a channel. He just posted it on his Facebook page. I stumbled across it through the tractor pulling of all thing,
Oh.
and we just
there's
happened
a
to
guy
stumble
that's
across his
on-
page.
There's somebody on Mary's channel that goes up to that area. I can't remember who it is, but
No, but it's not too far from here.
no.
Less than 2 hours. So
It'd be cool if you guys did an investigation. That'd be awesome.
yeah, time.
I still got some poking around do around here before I really start investigating.
We do. We have some cool stuff there.
And now that
Here, local.
now that little tidbit about Ron, that area is going to be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Jerry was like, the gates had opened when I told him. I was like, yeah, he lives over by.
Yep. I knew right where he was talking about, and I was just through there not too long ago, and I thought, man, look at this place. Boom. There you
Wow.
go. There you go.
There you
But
go.
that's if you go back through there, Jeff. You
Oh,
ever
I
off of
know.
Route 1 there sometime? Go
Oh, yeah.
back through there
Oh, yeah.
along Deer Creek. It's a nice
That
little
is
drive
a-
back through there.
That is woolly.
Yeah, I have, like I said, with the dash cam stuff, going to put together
there's
a video
houses
just
there,
riding
but
around.
it's
Like I was
full.
saying, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'm
Just
only
like,
picking on
I'm
you. Go
outta
ahead.
here.
I don't,
It's
but
that
I'm going to
damn
put something
creek.
together soon. Yeah.
It's that damn creek. They can go right through there.
Deer Creek is amazing through this whole county and ends over at the campground. So
Wow.
now that I'm giving all the secrets away.
Yeah, there you go.
David's wife needs a tractor to get him off his butt.
What was
You
it?
can't see chat, can you?
When
That's
I can't.
hilarious. Wendell got you. You got Wendelled.
David's wife needs a tractor. Yes. Hey, we have a tractor. You quieten up over there. You're right, Wendell. You're right.
Okay, guys, gals, thank you for being in chat. We appreciate it. We really do. This has been a fun creation so far. Had a good time. So, yeah.
and next week.
Next week, I told you I'm out of town next week.
Yep. Jeff's on, right? Crack a tea.
Up that way.
Crack a tea. Taking it by
Crack a tea.
no.
Just think opposite. Point the opposite direction you want to. There you go. Him right here, over here.
It's all behind me. It's all on crack a tea.
It's all on crack a tea. Cracker.
Cracker.
Yep. Who we got next week, Gary?
Well,
Jeffrey. I
do we
know
let
who it
the
is.
cat out of the bag now.
Let's just say they have their own podcast, and it's a great podcast. I've started
he's
catching up with them.
Very, very good fiction writer.
Nice.
Yes, and we'll leave it at that. So,
And I know this. We have some other guests coming up too. That
yes, we do.
Everybody will know, and so it's going to just get good and gooder and better and better.
And hopefully we can get the chains pulled on some of these local people here.
Yep.
There's a couple of them I definitely want to talk to, and Jeff's got them
David,
alerted. We just got to get them here.
David, if you come across anybody around there that'll talk,
yeah,
try to get them on.
I have a couple people. They haven't committed yet, but we're in the works.
Okay.
Hey, maybe we can get the fiddlehead guy.
Hey, that's really actually a good idea. That's actually a
The
good
guy
idea.
that was camped out on his property, Jerry.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If I see him around homeless camping somewhere, I'll hit him
When he's
up.
camping in your yard.
Some people full-time RV, they're not homeless.
Yeah, that's right.
But-
He's a full-time RVer.
I mean, that's my future plans, hopefully.
That's right.
But anyway.
Old
All right.
Jerry's gonna be traveling.
Yep. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yep.
If health, and the good Lord above gives us the opportunity, we'll see.
That's right.
Okay. I gotta switch a bunch of things around here real quick. Thanks, everybody. Next Tuesday, be here. We got a great couple of guests coming on. It's going to be a good show. So,
Yep. And check out Mary's show tomorrow.
by all means, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Absolutely. Monkey Winch.
Monkey Winch.
Monkey Winch. Monkey Winch. So,
Yep.
and Jeff's got Charlie horses now. That's the first sign of old age, Jeff.
Oh man, dang! I've been old for a long time.
And there's nothing worse when you try to get out of bed in the morning and one of your legs is asleep.
And you just
And you just fall out of bed, you know.
You know, I'm biting my tongue really hard on that one.
I hear you.
You want me to just let it go, or do you want me to just pour it on you? Your choice.
Great.
Sorry, Jerry.
You ain't got far to fall, do you?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh, man.
Like I said, if I ain't picking on you,
Oh.
it's all good, brother. All right,
All right.
guys. Appreciate it. You guys stay tuned. I'll be backstage with you here shortly. And for the rest of you, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, share. Keeps Jeffrey happy, and it keeps YouTube happy and helps us grow. And
That's
we
right.
want to grow. So next
Yep.
week, be sure. Put it on your
Yep.
calendar. It's going to be 2 great guests here next week. Let's see.
Cracker out.